everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Caitlin and I post Disney videos and lifestyle kind of content here on my channel. Is my camera in focus? Oh, and now I noticed that that picture in the background's crooked. Hold on, that's gonna me. Okay, now that that's fixed, I'm gonna scoot myself a little closer. Also, I feel like I need to do a disclaimer in like every video. My chair is super squeaky, so if you hear it squeaking, I am sorry. I try and edit it out as much as I can, but sometimes it just gets in there. So today I wanted to do, well, actually I wasn't going to film this video, but I was inspired by Jessica Braun. I will leave her video and her channel, whatever, link down below. But I was inspired by her to do a kind of New Year's resolutions video, talking about my resolutions, talking about kind of like where I'm planning on having this channel going and what I'm doing and all that stuff in the new year. So yeah, basically if you guys like to watch these kind of videos, I find them very helpful and motivational because it kind of gets yourself to think about your New Year's resolutions and write some down. I don't normally really do New Year's resolutions because I thought they were silly or think they're silly, but I think if you take it not as a I'm gonna do all these great things, I'm gonna rescue kittens and I'm gonna do this and this and this, I think if you actually make smart goals and really follow through with the things you want to do and make them achievable, I think it actually really helps because it has you driving for something and looking forward to something to accomplish in the new year. So first I kind of wanted to touch on what's going to be going on with my channel. Nothing's really changing, but I mean that's not really true. Everything always is changing. I'm not going to stop posting, but I think that I'm going to have just a little bit more lifestyle incorporated into my channel. Those are the videos I like to film, like vlogs, like weekly vlogs and stuff like that. And like I love watching like cooking videos, and I love watching like what's in my bag videos, and I love watching like study with me videos and stuff like that. Thrift with me, I'm obsessed with thrift with me videos. So I kind of want to incorporate more of those into my channel. I don't really know if I'll incorporate them with vlogs or if they'll be their own video on their own. I haven't really decided that yet, but I do know that I want to incorporate more of that into my videos, just because honestly it's hard to come up with a lot of Disney content that isn't hauls and isn't consumerism. And going into some of my goals, that's just not something that I want to focus on this year. I would like to try and save more money and be more money conscious, and just the Disney community on YouTube, a lot of it is unboxings and hauls and blind boxes and stuff like that. So don't get me wrong, I love those videos, but it kind of gets myself in a rut of like, oh, I need to spend, I need to buy, I need to do this to create content. Like that's kind of how I justify it, but I don't really think that's right. Financially, I'm not in the place to be doing stuff like that, so I just don't see the need to do that, if that makes sense. But anyways, Disney videos will not be going away because Disney is my main like thing that's like me, and I love it. I still will be doing a ton of like I want to be bringing in more like Disney style content, like how I wear Disney style in the parks and just like at home. I want to bring in more kind of planning advice. I used to do a ton of like dining reviews and like planning tips and how I plan Disney trips. Like I used to do so many of those videos, and I feel like that was like I did a lot of those before a lot of you guys kind of joined. So if you haven't gone back to watch those videos, I'd love to kind of redo them or say new tips and whatever, new things that I've learned, stuff like that. So Disney videos will still be there. I just kind of want to go back to what I used to do rather than doing a bunch of hauls and stuff like that. But with that being said, I want to get into my resolutions or my goals for this year. So I have my bullet journal, which I've turned into just kind of like a journal where I just write stuff down. But I have my goals here written down. I only did a page, and I wanted to keep it so that I still wanted like a fair amount of things that I had in mind, but I wanted to keep them achievable, and I didn't want to set myself up for failure in any way. And I feel like all these are totally achievable for myself as long as I stick to them. So and these are in no particular order. This is just like, these are just the goals that I have for the year. So my first goal is to live a healthier lifestyle. So I feel like I have this every year, but this last year specifically, I just noticed myself not feeling good. Not even just not looking good, just not feeling good. And I feel it on myself. Like I can just like feel an extra weight on me. I feel like I'm like tired all the time. I know that I'm not eating the best meals all the time, and I definitely could be eating better a lot more of the time. So yeah, so like I have like I want to eat a lot better. So no more takeout, no more quick grabbing a bite to eat at lunch or whatever. No more Tim Hortons. Oh my goodness, the amount of Tim Hortons that I bought this last semester at school was insane. I probably had Tim Hortons at least once a day. It was a bit ridiculous. So no more eating out. I want to pack all my lunches. I want us to make our dinners, and if we're not available to make dinners at night, I want us to be doing like meal prepping in the morning or meal prepping for the week or whatever. But eating better is like number one, which will also in turn tie into another one of my goals for not eating out. But so I want to eat better. I would like to work out more. I have a gym membership and I've had it for almost a year, and I really barely used to go last year. So Austin and I kind of are committed to going to the gym a lot more, which we have been doing good. The last month we've been going. We kind of fell off the wagon around Christmas, but I feel like everybody does. But we've been going again. So I really want to go to the gym more. I want to try and go at least 5 times a week, or I want to try and not go more than 2 days without going. That's just like my own thing. And even if it's not if I don't get to go to the gym, at least do something. Obviously right now it's not the best time, but in the spring and in the summer, like take my dog for a walk, or go outside for a run, or go downtown and walk by the water with a friend, stuff like that. I just want to be more active because I notice myself, especially with school, I'll get caught up with just trying to study and like focus on schoolwork. So I'll be in my room all day, every day, and I need to do more things. I need to be more like energetic. And then also with living a healthier lifestyle, I just want to drink more water. I feel like everybody does this, but I really need to. I have been getting better, but I do notice like some days I just don't drink any at all, honestly, and then other days I'll drink a ton. So I just want to be more consistent with it. My second goal is to be more organized. I want to spend more time studying. I would like to practice more for my schooling. If you didn't know, I'm in dental hygiene. So with my schooling, it's not just like studying for tests, but I also have a lot of practical things that I need to do. We have a clinic at our school, so we practice in the clinic. So I want to spend more time practicing and like actually studying and getting ahead on my readings, and actually having my readings done and having notes done before my classes and just stuff like that, because I know how well I did last semester and the amount of effort I put in, and I know I could have put more effort in. So I just think, wow, if I put that much effort in and I got that grade, imagine what I could do if I put just like the slightest bit more effort in. So that's kind of where I am with that. And then also going along with being more organized is just prioritizing my time better. I do think I prioritize time well, but a lot of my time is spent like in the morning. If I get up, just get out of bed and get your stuff done instead of laying in bed for 45 minutes on your phone. Just things like that. So number 3 is to manage my money better. I am a terrible spender. I don't know what it is. I was really good a few years ago with not spending money, and then I just kind of fell in a rut, and yeah, I don't even realize that I'm spending money. I think sometimes I just spend it and that's that. So Austin and I have created a budget for ourselves this year, and we really want to stick to it. We were really good at kind of controlling our like grocery bills and our gas bills and things like that. Last year, like, we never had issues with that kind of spending. It's more just like the excess spending. And again, like how I said with the food thing, we would be eating out a lot, or we would be grabbing a coffee here or there, or a tea, or just like little things that it's like you don't need that. Like, I work in a retail store, so I say, oh, I need to get a new shirt for this season, or I need to buy these because it's part of my uniform. When in reality it's not. I just kind of say it is. And also, along with honing in on our spending habits, we really want to establish a good savings account and savings chunk. We have a small amount of savings right now, but I really would like to get it to start building a lot faster, that savings, because we want to move into our own house. We don't want to live at my parents' house forever. So we really want to get into like actually saving money and like establishing that kind of account. Number 4 is just improving my online brand. I didn't really have a name for it, but I want to just be a little bit more intentional with my postings. Like on my Instagram, for example, I don't really think of when I want to post. I just kind of post, but I'd like to be more active on there. Not in the sense of I want to be scrolling all the time and doing that kind of stuff. I just want to be able to post more frequently, because right now it's kind of just sporadic. So I wanted to do that. I thought that I was doing a really great job on YouTube last year. I kind of fell off the wagon around exam season. So I definitely will pick up the slack from that this year. I want to try and get into that more, and going along with that, hopefully my time organization will help that. So my 5th one is be more environmentally friendly. That is a huge one for me. I won't get too much into it because I get a little bit anxious when I talk about the environment and things like that. I know people will say things like, oh, you should talk about it, you really should talk about it, but no, it actually really freaks me out. So I choose not to talk about it, but you can do plenty of research. There's a lot of research out there, so I encourage you to research. But yes, I realize how much waste we produce in our day-to-day lives, and I just want to cut back on how much we produce. So for example, when you're eating out all the time, you're creating little extra garbage that you really don't need. Or when you go to the grocery store, you don't actually have to take those plastic bags to put your produce in. You can just take the produce and put it in your cart. It's okay. Like, you don't have to take straws anymore. I'm really good with not using straws, honestly. A lot of the straws here now are paper straws, or I have like a little kit that my mom got me for Christmas that is like a whole utensil set and straws all in like a little zippered pouch. So I use that now and I really like it. Another thing that I want to do is like thrift clothes when I need them. That'll help me with the saving money part, but then also the fast fashion industry it's very scary if you've never kind of looked into it. Brands like Zara and H&M, Forever 21, those kind of things where it's like fads or whatever. It's very scary. You should definitely watch. There's like tons of documentaries out there. I'll try and link a couple, or I'll try and put a couple in my description that talk about the fast fashion industry and how you can help and change your ways. But that's just something I want to do personally. If you go to a thrift store, there is a lot of clothes, and that is just in your neighborhood. So imagine what every neighborhood has and what every country has. Yeah, it's kind of scary to think about, and a lot of those clothes end up getting just thrown in the garbage, and that adds to our landfills and our waste production. And yes, so that is something I really want to do, is thrift more. I was doing it a little bit at the end of the year last year, but I would like to do more of it. And my last thing is to do more fulfilling activities. I catch myself sitting on my laptop for hours on end, scrolling on YouTube or scrolling on Instagram on my phone, or watching TikToks recently. I downloaded the freaking app as a joke, like just to like see what it was, and then I got addicted to it, and now I sit there and I scroll for hours, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's 3 hours later and I'm still on TikTok. So I just want to do more fulfilling activities. I want to do more puzzles. I used to do puzzles all the time, and I love puzzles, so I want to do more puzzles. I want to color, like do those coloring books, Sudoku puzzles, crosswords. I want to play more board games with Austin, or card games, just things that are more stimulating. I know it's fine, like I'm not saying it's a bad thing to scroll on Instagram. I mean, I have my own Instagram, I have an online presence. Obviously I'm going to still be going on my social medias, but I just think of how much time I waste on my phone, and I could just be doing so many more things that I love to do anyways. So it's like, why don't I just get back to doing those? If you haven't already, you should set a timer on your phone. You can go on, I think it's in your settings or something, and you can set a timer for how long you're spending on your social media accounts. And the first time you set it, you will be shocked at how fast that timer comes up. Some days, basically I have mine set for an hour on the weekdays, and then 2 hours on the weekends, is how long I'm allowed to spend on total all my social media accounts. I don't include YouTube in that, but I should. And sometimes in the morning, it'll send me my warning when I'm still in bed. Like I haven't even gotten out of bed yet. So it's like, oh wow, that's a lot. So I just want to try and utilize my time better with extra activities. That is it though. That is basically my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was just like a little bit different, but I feel like if I'm putting it out there, I'm holding myself accountable. I've written them down, so they are written down. They will happen. They will be things that I will achieve this year. And for me putting them out here on YouTube, you guys can hold me accountable. If you guys want to leave your New Year's resolutions down in the comments below, I'd love to read them, and I'd love to hear kind of where you're at, where you personally, like where your heart is for yourself this year. Just honestly take care of yourself this year. Every new year I think people are like, oh, I have so much expectations for this year, and I have so many things that I want to accomplish and I want to do, and like you expect yourself to change like tremendously, and it's like you just can't. I mean, some people can maybe, but I feel like it's unlikely or unachievable sometimes when you're setting all these really high expectations for yourself. So set little goals, set things that you want to achieve that aren't a drastic change, but there's something that you know you can accomplish if you put your mind to it. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy my videos this new year. I have a ton coming, and actually when you're watching this, it is Monday. On Thursday, my first Disney vlog is going up from my trip in October. I know it took forever for me to get these out, but they are finally out. I have a ton pre-planned. They will be going up on Thursdays at 2 p.m. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy those videos. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss them. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!